Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Options Professor podcast. This is Damien, and today is Friday, September 4th. Now, what a week. What a crazy, crazy day yesterday with the market selling off, and then today selling off a little bit further before recovering. I'm quite excited with the performance of my portfolio this week because even with the downturn of some of the market yesterday into a little bit of a pullback, I was able to turn a really large profit this week. I made 8 spread trades and 7 of them were profitable. The 8th one would have been profitable if I just held on a little bit longer, but yesterday's shakeout had me second guessing and closing it out just for a very, very small loss. So let's take a look at the stocks that I were in, these trades. The first one is AMD. And so AMD, I did trade this at late last week. I sold the 80 puts. And as you can see on this chart, we closed today at 82. $82 was the close, so still closed above 80. Now, what I ended up doing Monday was on the jump out of the gate, it went right up to 92, above $92. And because it jumped so much, I was able to lock in 20% in this credit spread. Now, I could have held on to it. It probably would have been scary yesterday. And as you can see, even today, it dropped below 80, but came back eventually by the end of the day. So with some patience, I probably could have kept my max profit, but I'm happy with 20%, especially when that happens early in the week and I can lock in that 20%. The second stock I was in that I closed out this week was LULU, and LULU has earnings coming up on the 8th. So looking at LULU, I sold the 367.50. So it's 367.50 puts. And going into, I think I did that Friday. So as you can see, Friday, it was trading at right around 379. There was no risk of this coming down. Didn't look like it. And when this kind of moved straight up into Wednesday, I decided to take profit up in Wednesday for a 29% profit. I took 29%. As you can see here, it did drop down. Even with yesterday's sell-off, it was still safe. And then today it dropped further, which would have put this trade at risk. So I'm very happy to have taken this off 2 days before expiration. Even though stocks can look good, we always have that risk with something like 2 days in a market sell-off like we've had over the past 2 days. So I'm very happy to take that 29% profit. YETI, I was in as well. And YETI, I was trying to have this hold the 50 put. So I sold the 50 put level. I was in this for almost 2 weeks. I had sold it way back last week, held on to it for a week and a half. And then when YETI made this move up into Wednesday again, I got out of it Wednesday for 34% profit. So another great winner, 34% profit. As you can see, if I held on, this trade probably would have been in trouble Thursday. So this is another reason why I'm in favor of closing out some of these trades early, because if you see a profit like that, and especially if it's 30+%, there's no harm in taking that profit. SWKS, Skyworks, got into this, I want to say Friday when it was trading around 144. So 144 was the level it was trading at, and I ended up selling the 140. So 140 puts for it to stay above 140. On the move up into Wednesday, I managed to close this out for a 23% profit. And the whole reason why I decided to take this off was because I was actually really worried that this was going to come back to the 140 level. As you can see, it did cross below 140 last week, Thursday. And then this week, I was just happy to take a 23% profit. I think my max profit on this would have been around 26% anyways. So leaving 3% on the table to take it off 2 days early, as you can see, it probably saved me from losing money as the sell-off happened on Thursday. All right, the one stock that I did not make money on this week was city. And the reason why I didn't make money on this was because I sold the 50 level, which alone was 51 level, which alone was pretty aggressive. So I sold the 51 level. When Tuesday happened and it dipped below, and it looked like financials were going to kind of go down, I got out of it. So on this little dip where it dipped below my support, my 51 support, I got out and I took a really small loss. This was only a 6% loss. But as you can see, if I held on to this, financials were fine. Even Thursday with the sell-off, we still kept above the 51 level, and I probably would have been able to keep my entire profit. So anyways, at the end of the day, taking a 6% loss, considering I've had all of these 20 and 30% winners, is not a bad risk management strategy. NVDA, and obviously I like to get in and out of NVDA. This is a great stock. It's been pretty much profitable for me over the past couple of months. So here I looked at really this level, which was the 495, and I needed it to stay above 495. Last week, Friday, it closed right around 529. And I think when I did this trade, it was around Wednesday where it was trading just under 510. So it was trading under 510. I sold the 495 puts, and it looked great. Actually, when it came into Wednesday, it was at 589, and I decided to get out of it when it started to make this red candle down, simply because I was already up big in this one, and for me to close it out was really just leaving $50 on the table. And so this one's a 31% winner. Very nice one. And obviously, had I held on through Thursday, it would have had me worried. And then right into Friday, it probably would have been really scary today. Although if I waited right till expiration, it would have had the full profit. Okay. One more credit spread I did was TXN, and this one was right from my watch list. If you watched my podcast last week, I talked about TXN along with a couple other stocks. I didn't actually play any of the other ones, but TXN was the one I took from the watch list. So Monday morning, when the market opened up, TXN was trading roughly around 142.50, and I ended up selling the 140. In the move straight up into Wednesday, I think even into Thursday, I didn't get out of it until Thursday morning when I saw that the market was selling off. I got out when it was trading right around 145, 144, and managed to lock in 18% profit. Okay. Really, really nice one. I could have probably gotten more credit if I'd closed it a day earlier, but I didn't really predict that Thursday was going to happen. I still managed to get out for an 18% profit. And as you can see, coming into today, it dipped below that 140 mark, but then recovered later in the day. And I probably would have been fine if I ran through till expiration. Again, that's kind of risky. I was just happy to take my 18% winner. I was only holding it for 4 days, and 18% profit is always good money. Now, I did one debit spread in 3M, MMM. And I did this at the level of 162.50. So I bought the 162.50, and then I sold the 167.50. And that gave me a $5 wide debit spread. I did this last Friday, Thursday or Friday, when it was trading right around 165. And so 165 was my break even. And I needed to have this up to 167.50 in order to make my max profit. Now, when Monday happened and this pulled back right to 162.50, I didn't panic. I didn't exit it. I just held on to it. And then as it went up, even Wednesday, as it went up through the top where I needed it to be, I was still good with this. I was thinking I was going to get max profit and potential 90% winner on this. But then Thursday happened, and into this sell-off, I decided to close it out and still manage to lock in 63% winner. So this is my big winner for this week, 63%, as this stock moved from 165 last week all the way up to 167.50. And even even with the choppiness happening, I would manage to get out at a 63% winner in 4 days. All right, great. Thank you very much for recapping this week with me. It was obviously a very good week. I'm wishing you well through the long weekend. Hopefully you were profitable just as I was this week. I know it was kind of choppy yesterday and today, but there's still opportunity to make money on the way down as there is making money on the way up. So I'll be back Monday night. Enjoy the long weekend and peace out.